resigns. Tax panel proposes relief for loss-making firms. Ondo prophetess arrested over mother-child's death in church. Grid collapse. EFCC probes electricity contracts. Dangote. Ipman members load petrol at 990 naira per litre. Ami buries Lagbaja Friday. Autonomy. Federal government, governors, local governments sign agreement. Okpebolo takes over in Edo. Oshomole's son makes cabinet. And that's it on the front page of The Punch.
Now let's take a look at what the Daily Trust is saying on the front pages. Why we sell our votes despite knowing the consequences. According to Ondo residents, you'd find a story on the Daily Trust. 16 manufacturing firms lost 792 billion naira to naira depreciation, according to MAN. Army gives update on Lagbaja's burial. Ex-president makes political comeback. Farmers abandon farms after discovering kidnappers' corpses near the FCT. 2024 on track as hottest year on record, according to the World Meteorological Organization. Corrupt contractors responsible for frequent national grid collapse, says the EFCC. Soldiers exchange bullets with bandits in Sokoto. We've serviced 63 billion naira of debts incurred by Ganduje, says the Kano government. Okpebolo sworn in as Edo governor. Ondo police arrest prophetess after mother, baby died during childbirth. Tinubu's tax bills will stimulate economy, says Reps deputy spokesman. IMF, World Bank determined to bury Nigeria's public varsities, according to ASU. Power outage. Manufacturers spend 238.3 billion naira on alternative energy. And that's about it on the Daily Trust newspapers this morning.
Moving on now to what The Guardian is saying. It's got this major headline. Yuletide offers hope for weak naira amid negative forecast. And the writer right here says, Fitch projects further depreciation of the naira to 1,993 naira. CBN continues liquidity hunting, courts, IMTOs. Nigeria's net FX reserves position unknown. House of Reps seeks viewing of mining consent process as collapsed site kills 13 in Plateau. Fund anticipatory climate actions, IRC leaders. IRC tells leaders as flooding worsens. No MDA executed 20% of capital projects, says EFCC, amid push for power sector reforms. Okpebolo sworn in as Edo governor, appoints aides. I have nothing to hide, says Okowa. Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, tasks INEC security agencies on neutrality during Ondo poll. OPEC projects lower oil demand as Nigeria's production stagnates at 1.4 million. Meningitis. Nigeria records 361 deaths, 380 cases in 2 years. And that's it on The Guardian.
And a final stop is the leadership newspapers this morning. On the front pages, epileptic power supply in North may last longer. Federal government borrows 18.65 trillion naira in 12 months. Manufacturers' unsold inventory rises by 357.6% to 1.24 trillion naira. Katsina residents face worsening hardship over perennial power supply. Governor Okpebolo appoints SSG as Osagi. Oshomale's son gets cabinet posts. Fuel subsidy removal. NNPC offsets $4.68 billion cash call debt to IOCs. Alleged bandits links. APC supporters besiege DSS headquarters. Wants Tinubu's minister probed. U.S. election 2024. How the personal shaped the political. New Band A tariff. NERC orders automatic downgrade after 7 days non-performance. APP wins councillorship seats in Jigawa after historic Rivers feat. And that's about it on the leadership newspapers this morning. Time to get to your reactions. Do all to call 0700 951 0000 or 0809 597 4869. The WhatsApp number is 080 999 30137. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome. Good morning. What's your name, please?
This is Prophet Michael Chunwoke.
Go ahead.
U.S. election. The election they just conducted in America is to lead the world to where the world is going. It's leading us to the end of time. We don't know when it will come, but we are close to it. That's what people don't know. The fulfillment of the scripture is being complete, but people don't know. You need to know what is happening to you. You need to know what is happening in this world for you to be saved. Good morning.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Gabrielle.
You're welcome.
And Itodo.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Jay from Garki.
Please go ahead.
I'm so happy that a very interesting headline came up that the NEC has ordered a downgrade from Band A because they have not been able to perform. This certainly is good news. So we can go back to paying the normal tariff. Good morning and have a great day.
All right.
All right. That's something to be excited about.
But the thing is, there is a clause to it, all right? And this order would only apply to those who do not enjoy the minimum requirement
of 20 hours.
Yes, of 20 hours per day power supply for 7 days consecutively.
A lot of people don't enjoy, though, those on Band A. Many people would complain that they do not enjoy up to 20 hours a day.
While some people would actually pray to not enjoy it, just so they can be stepped down.
Downgraded,
yes, to maybe Band B or C or whichever band the number of hours falls under.
How do they measure areas that have not enjoyed up to 20 hours?
They'll be able to tell. I mean, I'm sure they have like the data.
Parameters.
Yes, so they can tell and be able to downgrade.
Don't be too excited yet. If you enjoy up to 20 hours,
now I'm mentally calculating how many hours I got yesterday.
You enjoy up to 20 hours. I think you do.
No comment. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. Itodo.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Adila.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if I heard clearly a headline that says...
Sorry about that. Do all the callback. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning.
How was your night?
It was short. How was yours?
Meet my lovely sister, Mother Gabrielle.
You're welcome. Good morning.
This is a lovely brother of North Central part of Nigeria, living in Kuba Federal in Malawi.
Go ahead.
Mr. Itodo.
Yes.
chief of army native army staff, Lagbaja, in the area, fired by the defense headquarters. I pray insurance in perfect peace.
Amen.
But I want to tell our chief security, if you God give power, if you give legacy, because everybody see what happened during the embark governance and protest. The way and manner the city chiefs use follow the order of the president to attack the protesters. So I advise the IG, you should learn from the Lagbaja, because what you got around comes around. Because if Nigeria people may cause anybody to follow the person.
All right.
So I cannot go ahead.
It's a great place to stop. Let's get to some messages right now. See what you were saying. We've got the live feed going on as well. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of the Nigeria Info family on these platforms.
All right, on YouTube, good morning to everyone who's joined in. Hafsat Mwaza, good morning. Hafsat says, we're tired of the game that's always happening in the power sector. Thank you so much for sending that in. On WhatsApp, Alhaji Soliu Akpake from says the new Lawaki group from the north. This is how Boko Haram started. The federal government should quickly take drastic action before it's too late. And to the petroleum ministers, sign an agreement with Dangote, please. If Dangote refused to reduce his products, marketers should look outside, because this is how dangerous cement is killing Nigerians today. And last government should introduce capital punishment for kidnapping, corruption, etc. Nigeria shall be great again. He sent this in from Lagos. This one here says, we cannot responsible for Rivers crisis. Yes, we know it was Rivers people that were responsible. The owl cries in the night and the child dies in the morning. If you know, then you understand. St. Jude from Gwagwalada sent that in. On YouTube, Fabian Wakocha, Jesse Audu, good morning. Thank you for joining in.
And let's see what you're saying on the Facebook platform right here. Bayama Chang Habila says, can the federal government do without borrowing? That's my humble question. And Okwandu Obina, has the EFCC given account of all the seizures and cases of corruption allegations against her? As a matter of fact, has the EFCC contributed to reduce the high rate of corruption in Nigeria? Okay. MDAs have been accused, as well as other government agencies. The EFCC should accept the fact that they may not have contributed, or they have contributed to what's happening in the country. While Clems says Godfatherism has started already in Edo State. We are watching the governor, is what he ends his message with. Good morning, Odua Godwin. Also, Francis Namani from Enugu State says government should come up with the appropriate measures towards addressing insecurity, hunger, and hardship in the country. May God help us.
Back to the phone lines now. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
And Gabrielle.
You're welcome. What's your name?
My name is Omar.
Go ahead, Omar.
Yes, yesterday I watched carefully when my new governor was sworn in. Of course, I have a lot of reservation. I don't know. I hope he's going to be needful. I pray for him to ride the wrong, you know. But of course, this compensation, because if you ask me, the compensation by naming Oshomole's son, as if that was the first person he named, you know, I don't really get it. Does that mean I had this discussion? Anyway, they were compensating themselves anyway, but my prayer for him, make it the right, the wrong. We know they play for Edo State. Just do the needful, take work. Or else, we'll give our back with the water. Thank you.
All right, then.
Is there a law, just to be certain and clear, that, you know, prevents somebody who meets up to the parameters or expectations of a particular role from being elected if they are maybe a family member of a previous public official of the state or a serving public official? Is there a law against that?
I don't think there is, because we've seen it play out in not just in Edo State now, we've seen it play out in other parts of different states.
And other sectors
other
as well.
sectors as well. You find a cousin, nephew, brother, it really doesn't matter. As long as you are eligible for the office you're vying for, you stand a chance to get it.
All right. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Deacon Itodo. Good morning, Gabrielle.
You're welcome.
Yes, I remember Mbusafa Bakar Ali Kedan Ali Babang Ali. I'm calling from PW Kubo this morning.
Go ahead.
One of the greatest fraud on Nigerians is this issue of band.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly you get the recommended hours for your band, and you pay prepaid. Isn't that fraudulent? You say you give me, if I'm in band C, you give me 12 to 16 hours per day, and I barely have 8 or 10 hours. What happened to the remainder of the hours? Nobody is talking about it, and these guys go scot-free. This is the kind of nation we operate. And for Ondo, my brother, it's a walk in the park. Ondo is going to be much easier for APC than Edo. Ondo is going to be much easier to win than Edo. Write my words down. When I predict election, it will definitely come to pass. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
All right. Good morning.
Hi, the boys. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
My name is Mr. Someza. You asked a sensitive question that we really don't have time to analyze. But my take is this. If we are a serious nation, I want us to tinker with our electoral processes. This idea of swearing in somebody, the issue will go to court for 6 months or thereabout. From there, you move to Supreme Court. I have issues with it. I would want to advocate that we should conclude all issues surrounding election before you swear in somebody, so that the person will settle it down, gidigba, and perform. And the orgapata of them all is what happened yesterday. And because there's no time, I remembered a writer, we call it VP, that talked about circulation of elite. Now the question is that principle valid to? I'll tell you that Cyril, no doubt, is qualified if you go through his resume. But as the Osilama asked, if you want a free, fair competition, you bring in people, they send their CV, you analyze it. You don't need to know somebody before you get something. That was what happened to me. When I wrote JAM, I brought my admission list.
Hello. Something has happened to your connection right there. Sorry about. We missed out a couple. Hold on. Hello. Okay, we can't seem to hear you anymore, so sorry, we have to let you go at this point. But we'll take a few messages. It's 6:53 right here, and we are taking reactions to the headlines. You can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the news, and afterwards, we're back to get more of your reaction to the headlines this morning. But we've got this message. Tosin from Kwankoshe says, today's my daughter's birthday. Testimony Tosin, happy birthday to her. May she continue to grow in God's grace and wisdom. Mom and Dad love you. So happy birthday to Tosin.
Happy birthday, Testimony.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to advise my family and people of Ondo State to vote their choice without hula baloo, because Ondo State is the only state that we have. And congratulations to the new governor of Edo and to the people of the state. My advice is for the governor to treat his people well. Oludade Abiodun.
And this is from Chimex Undubisi from Jabi, who says, Ajayi is saying that he will tackle insecurity if elected, and it is a tell by moonlight. Time has come for people not to listen to these politicians whenever there is an election. Even the president promised heaven on earth when he was contesting. Which one has he fulfilled since assumption of office? These politicians can go to any length when contesting, but perform below 5% when elected. Anyone who puts their trust in any politician is doing that at his or her own risk, Chimex from Jabi says. And this is from Emeka from Darky, who says, Rivers on the path to APC. What happened in Edo may happen to Rivers. Governor Fubara and Rivers people should tighten up.
All right. And EFCC telling us that frequent grid collapse is due to corruption is telling us the obvious. The question is, how many heads of road in the attempt to stem the tide is a question that Charles Kose in Lube is asking.
And that's a very good place to wrap it up. We'll take a break for the news at 7, and right after we'll come back to take your reactions. So keep your messages coming through on WhatsApp 080-999-30137.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back north.
This is Nigeria Info.